essay writer, and he was born in 1865. He worked as a journalist and edited the Daily News for 17 years in London. He wrote several volumes of essays under the pen name of Alpha of the Plough. His prominent works are Priests and Kings, Leaves in Wind, Pebbles on the Shore. He died in 1946, but he will be remembered forever through his unique works. About the text, a fellow traveler has been selected from Leaves in Wind. It's a fine specimen of the personal essay. The author here describes how he develops a feeling of affection for a mosquito regarding him as a fellow traveler and a fellow mortal. So let's get into the story. What is Fellow Traveler all about? One dark, peaceful night, as the author was sitting in his train looking out of his window to the northern sky, he sat down, he lit a cigarette, and he began to read his newspaper. But soon he felt that there was a presence around him. A small mosquito was flying near him, and it came and sat on his nose. The author was so irritated by the mosquito sitting on his nose that he flicked the mosquito off. The mosquito flew throughout the compartment, visited each window, flew near the light for a little bit, and then came again and bit his neck. The author was still so angry that the mosquito was still flying near him, so he flicked him again. The mosquito went into another compartment, flew around over there, and he came back into the compartment of the author, and now he came and sat on the back of the author's hand. The author was so angry that he wanted to kill the mosquito, so he said, "Magnanimity has its limits. I want to kill this mosquito if it comes back to me. I condemn you to death. Justice demands it. The court awards it." He shouts at the mosquito and tries to take his newspaper and slap the mosquito, so he ran around the train trying to beat up the mosquito. But the mosquito kept dodging the attacks of the author and escaped every time. He was humiliated by the mosquito, and his pride was badly hurt. He thought of the ways that he could end the mosquito's life, and he thought that how his mosquito touched his ego, and he was not able to comprehend the fact that the mosquito has bettered him. So he tried his level best to keep calm, but he wanted to take revenge on the mosquito. So he took his paper and he opened it. The mosquito came and sat in between the paper on an article called Peace Traps, the Modesty of Mr. Hughes. He wanted to close the paper and kill the mosquito, but he didn't, because he found that it's just a mosquito and nothing happens. He found his magnanimity again, and he says that, "I cannot kill you. I view you as my little brother. You are just a friend to me in this journey, and you will always be a good person. I shouldn't kill you for my own pride." That's what the author thought, and let the mosquito live. The mosquito was hovering around the light, and when the author's stop came, he got off the train, and he went and he saw the mosquito flying around near the light, and he bid the mosquito goodbye, as he found a new fellow traveler and a good friend. This is the story of My Fellow Traveler by A.G. Gardner. A few questions that can be used for your self-assessment is, what did the author do while traveling alone in the carriage? When did the author become aware of his fellow traveler? What did the author do when his fellow traveler came and sat on his nose? What were the charges against the fellow traveler? Why did justice demand the award of death sentence? Why did the author feel humiliated? What did the author do when he found himself so helpless and stupid against the mosquito? What relationship did the author develop with his fellow traveler? These are some of the questions that you can use to answer your questions much more vibrantly and efficiently. Now that is all for today. You gotta like, share, and subscribe, and have fun learning, literarians. Bye!